Say you had a phobia of hurricanes. Where would you live? Where would you live to ensure that you would never have to deal with a hurricane in your life? What do you think? Common answers might be Alaska, Canada, Iceland, places like that. But my answer would actually be the equator. You see, hurricanes cannot cross over the equator or even get too close. The reason for that is because the way the earth spins, there's something called centrifugal or centripetal forces. I'm not really sure, I'm not a science guy. But what that means is that storms that cross the ocean end up gravitating towards the nearest pole. So storms in the southern hemisphere are going to shift down towards the South Pole, and storms in the northern hemisphere are eventually going to head up towards the North Pole. And for that reason, a hurricane can never cross the equator. Okay, cool, that's a random fact, but so what? What I'm trying to get at is that the obvious solution is not always the best answer. Let's talk about a first-time homebuyer who's never dealt with the mortgage process before. A young family decides that they're in a position to buy their first home and they don't know where to start. Well, a lot of people are going to call up a company like Quicken Loans or Rocket Mortgage because their commercials are plastered all over billboards and internet websites and television commercials, and Rocket Mortgage is just in your face 24/7. That's who they see, that's who they know, that's who they call. But how is it that Rocket Mortgage can be in every television show, every sporting event, every radio commercial on earth? Well, they spend billions on advertising every year. It's that simple. And when a company spends that kind of money to get into your household, they're going to have to recoup that cost plus whatever profit margin they need to make. And that's why your loan is going to be really, really expensive at a company like that versus a small local mortgage broker who relies on referrals and word of mouth to get business. When you use a mortgage broker such as Atlantic Coast Financial Services, you truly get the best of all worlds. The best rates, the best service, and the fastest closings. You do not have to choose two of the three here. And don't just take my word for it. Go ahead and call Rocket Mortgage and get a loan estimate from them. Send it over and I would be happy to compare what we offer versus what they offer. Yeah, you might see the same interest rate on page 1, but flip over to page 2 and take a look at what those fees are being charged in section A. You might be shocked at what you see. And this doesn't just apply to mortgages, it goes for most things in life. Think outside the box, get some different opinions, and do your own research. I guarantee you'll have better outcomes more times than not if you do so.